Hello, YouTube, and welcome to day number 115. It is day number 115. That is insane, first of all. Second of all, I've got the guns out. Way. It is 32 degrees right now. That is absurd. I've already been out. What time is it? It's 4 o'clock. So I'm a lot earlier than I am usually. As in, so I woke up today at 10, and then I went to the gym, and I got back for 1. I got back for 1, and then I showered, and then I had a job interview. So I dressed up all nice, and then I went there, and then I came back, and I didn't shower. I was gonna go back out and start handing out my CV at different places, but it's 30 flipping degrees. I can't be asked, mate, because if I was gonna go out, then I would be wearing decently nice clothes, and I don't want to start sweating in my suit pants, my suit trousers. I guess I'm not American. Today I hit upper. It's the first time in a long time that I hit upper, but I was like, you know what, I might as well, because I wasn't short on time. I was short on time, but that wasn't the reason. The reason was because I was like, the weather's nice. I want some more rest days. I don't want to be in the gym as much. So I thought, my back's recovered, my chest is recovered, my arms are okay. So I just hit upper. And it was good. It was pretty good, to be fair. It was a pretty good session, but I felt like I was running out of energy towards the end. Though saying that, I did not take my pre-workout today. I feel like the pre-workout that I have now, it keeps on giving me stomachache. So I'm not going to take the pre-workout more, I'm going to stop taking the pre-workout. I want to move you. I'm not even centered in the frame. I've got my light on. What the hell? All right, sorry. My light was on because my curtains were closed previously because I was blocking out the sunlight, because that makes my room 30 degrees. And right now it's 20. It's chill. But if I leave this curtain open, I've opened it now for the nice sunlight, but in the video. But if I leave it open, it's going to boil me alive. If anyone wants one-on-one coaching completely for free, shout me. Just put in the comments, because I can't lie, I'm stuck. I'm at a point in my life where I'm stuck. I'm not doing anything. I'm just stagnant. And I like making programs. I like working with people, especially in the gym. I like working with people. I've done this once before. I did it completely for free. There was this guy, and he didn't know how to lose weight and build muscle. So I was like, yo, what are you eating? And I just went through it with him, basically. It took an hour tops. I gave him everything that he needs to eat. Basically, nutritionist. That's basically what I did, because he had his training down. So yeah, just shout me if you need help. Also, off topic, but making YouTube thumbnails is so hard. I've downloaded Canva, and I don't know how to use Canva. I thought Canva is this crazy thing where you can do everything, but I feel very limited on there. Unless you have the premium version, I guess, because the premium version, you can you can remove the background from stuff. But even then, that's just one tool that I'm missing. I don't know. I feel like Canva isn't the best. I don't know what to use to make thumbnails. And also, I just feel like I'm not creative enough to make a good thumbnail. No, I can make a good thumbnail for me, as in I can make an interesting looking thing, but it's not going to be a good thumbnail, as in you're not going to want to click on it type of thing. As in, I don't understand what you guys would click on, because it's not really very informational. I guess, you know what? I'm going to clickbait you. Actually, it's not even clickbait. What the hell? I'm going to say free training. DM for free training. Something like that. Free training. Yeah. Just, but yo, hit me up. Literally hit me up in the comments. That's not really hitting me up, but yeah, put in the comments if you need help. Get your water in. That's a crazy thing that people don't do. Get your water in, all right? It's 30 degrees outside. How many times have I said that? 4. It's 30 degrees outside. I'm sweating, all right? I need to get some water in. I haven't been getting my water in. And I was talking to one of my friends at the gym, and he was like, well, yeah, if you're not getting enough water in and you're having creatine, it's either going to be bad, you're going to be very dehydrated, or the creatine just isn't going to do anything. I'm not 100% sure how true that is, as in, I don't know, like I haven't double checked with, any sources or anything, but yeah, it was enough to scare me into drinking lots of water. So I'm trying to get like 3 or 4 liters of water a day, but I don't know. It's just a lot. I feel like I need to constantly go to the toilet when I keep on drinking water. Yeah. Also, me and one of my friends, we have this nice little routine now, where, because he's at uni, but I'm still, I'm here. So we're in different cities, but I'm here. I'll go out in the evening. I'll play basketball, and he'll go out on a nice walk, and we'll be on call. How lovely is that? How amazing and lovely is that? I also saw a reel, I think it was, and it was talking about the relationships in your 20s, as in, that's crazy, I'm 20. Ew. But yeah, it was talking about relationships in your 20s. So basically saying the relationships that you have and how close you are with people in your 20s will determine, or is like the best determination is, it's basically showing the best like correlation with how lonely you'll be in your later life, or your relationships with everyone in your like 60s or 50s, 60s, 70s, yeah. So keep in touch with people, man. There might be some friends that you have and you haven't spoken to in like 6 months, a year. Maybe just hit them up, say, hey, how's it been? What you doing now? How's the wife, the kids? How's life? What are you doing now? What are you working as? I feel like connections are such a big thing in life. If you don't have connections, then what do you have? It's not about what you know, because it's about who you know. I was trying to think of a cool way to say that. Yeah, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Okay. Yeah, for example, I can't find a bloody job. All right. I got good grades, but I don't know anyone. As in, like, lots of people get jobs through family or through friends or through, and the only reason I got my job at Royal Mail was through a friend, It's crazy. I got, because I was working in retail for like a year, and I got that by myself, but I only got that because I was walking around and I would go to every shop. I literally went to every shop in my city, and I walked in and I said, do you have any jobs available? You shouldn't say that. You should say, do you have any vacancies available? But I didn't know at the time. So I walked in, I said, do you have any jobs available? Everyone would say no, or like, I think 2 of like 50 shops, they were like, hey, just write your number down and we might call you. They never called me. But I walked into the shop that I eventually got accepted, that I finally, got a job at. I walked into there and I was like, yeah, do you have any jobs available? Then he started asking me all these weird questions, like, where do you come from? So it was a bit twisted, I think. But I was like, originally I'm from India, blah blah blah, and then blah 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 blah, just talking. He was like, oh, where in India are you from? And then I was like, I told him where I was from. It was just weird, basically. And then he was like, okay, well, there's no jobs available. So he just asked me all this bullshit for no reason. He was like, there's no jobs available, but come back in like 3 to 4 months. Actually, no, he didn't. He said there's no jobs available at first. And then I went back like a week later and I said, yo, I'll work for free. I just need experience. And then he was like, yo, come back 3 or 4 months later and we'll, there might be a job available. So I came back. I came back 3 or 4 months later. It was in January 2025. I went back and it was a crazy coincidence, I guess. But I went there and I asked him, job. And he was like, okay. That's what he did. He went, okay. And then I think the reason he was thinking for so long was because there was another guy who was supposed to start work that day there. Like he was starting his training and his work there. I mean, it was a small shop. There was like two staff in there at any one time. But when I first joined, there were four staff in there because two of us were training. It was crazy though. So I go there and I ask for a job, and it was the same day that the other guy is supposed to start training. So we both started training at the same time, and because we were both working for free while we were being trained, this was a dodgy little, dodgy job that I had. But yeah, so we were both working for free for like 3 or 4 weeks, basically. It wasn't full time. It was barely any hours. It was like 6 hours a week. But he stopped coming because he wasn't getting paid. Basically, he was new to the country, so he stopped working here because he wasn't getting paid. Like he just stopped turning up, and then obviously I kept on turning up because I knew that eventually he was going to have to pay us. So I kept on turning up, and then he started paying me. It was bad money. It was less than minimum wage. It was bad, but at that point, like I didn't have anything else, and now I still don't have anything else. I left there because what did I leave? I left there because we had a bit of an altercation, me and the boss, because he asked me to work. What was it? He asked me to work the next day in the afternoon, but it was like a miscommunication. He meant to say in the morning, but obviously, I wasn't ready in the morning type shit. So yeah, that's what happened in my old job. And then I got the Royal Mail job, but that was just seasonal. So now I'm still looking basically. How did I get onto that topic? That's crazy. Anyway, I've been playing basketball a lot. I'm trying to fix my foot. I'm trying to figure out how I should be shooting. Like, am I supposed to keep my arm completely vertical? Like, or am I able to hinge it a bit? Because I know I'm supposed to bring my arm up, but like, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't really understand. I don't understand what I should be doing, but I understand that there's stuff that I probably should and shouldn't be doing. I just don't know what's right and what's wrong. Yeah, complete yap. This is a yap session, by the way. I've been looking at these sandals. If you know who Swole Animal is, then you probably know about the sandals because this is very niche. But there's sandals, yeah. Actually, let me tell you who Swole Animal is. He's this guy, and he's very into biohacking, which is just like adapting your body to be able to do things, basically. So he's very into, like, I don't know. I don't even know. How do you even explain it? It's really weird. If you go on Instagram and you type in Swole Animal, SW, I don't even know how he spells it. I don't know if he spells it normally. I think there's an H in there somewhere. But yeah, if you just search up Swole Animal, and you should see this guy, and he's just crazy. He does the dog paw medicine on your hands, the dog medicine. Well, he did that. I think he's changed it to something else. And it makes your skin like rougher, more tough, and it's basically calluses your whole hand. And he uses it for climbing. He says it's better for grip when you're climbing, because that's his main thing. Is he rock climbs, but he also, what is he doing? He's learned how to make himself buoyant in water. Like if he goes in water and he's like underneath the water, he can make himself sink and float just from like controlling his diaphragm. It's crazy. What else? There's more stuff that he's done. There's loads of stuff that he's done. But back on topic, he sells these like sandal things, and you know how it's got the separator in between your big toe, and pretend this is your foot basically, and this is your big toe. So you know how there's usually a divider here to separate your big toe and the rest of your toes. He's made something, and it's like it's got separators in all of them, and it's like a bit of a thicker separator, because your foot isn't supposed to be all cramped up. It's supposed to be like, be able to do this basically. And I'm flat-footed, so my feet are very bad in the first place. So having them all like pushed up like this is just making problems worse. So I really want to invest in these sandals, but I'm pretty sure they're like £40. I'm saving up right now to go on holiday. Speaking of, I'm trying to learn Spanish. Hola amigos, or amigas, but amigos, because all of you are guys, I'm pretty sure. So hola amigos. Tú es muy bonita. Sí. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know what else. What else can I yap about? I don't think there's anything else to yap about. I'm still cutting. I'm 79 kilos now, so I'm more than I was before. Not at the start of the cut. I'm more than I was like a week ago. I was like 73, but like the weight loss has gone like this. So it started here. Imagine this is a graph like this, and it started like here, and I was at like 81, and it went like this down to like 79, and then it's gone like this down to 78, and then like this. I don't know, it's just bouncing between 78 and 79, which is annoying because I feel like I'm doing everything right, but I don't know. I think I need to stop looking at the weight. Sorry. Excuse me. I think I need to stop looking at the weight and just focus on, hitting my calories, my macros, my micros, and my hydration. Yeah, that's like the main things. Jelly. Get your jelly in, mate. Jelly is like so good, especially in this hot weather. Get a 0 sugar jelly and like dilute the hell out of it. Like put double the water that it tells you to put in. That's what I do. Because think about it, it's like having an ice lolly, kind of. Not really, but it's kind of like having an ice lolly, or like flavored slushy. It's not got a lot of calories at all for the amount that you're eating, and also it's going to hydrate you, and it's also going to cool you down, and it tastes nice. It doesn't taste bad. It tastes pretty good, even though it is diluted. That one. Yeah, even though it's diluted so much, it still tastes pretty good, I think. It's like the equivalent of, in zoos where they give like a polar bear a meat ice lolly. It's like the same equivalent. Yeah, it's giving someone who's cutting sugar-free jelly. But yeah, I think that's all for this video. Look at my side delts. They're so non-existent. I need like some poking out here, mate. I don't know. It's really annoying. And my traps are very dominant in my physique. Yeah, you can't really see because I'm like hunched over, but I don't know. My traps are very dominant. It's a bit annoying, but my arms look pretty decent in the camera. Look at that. Way. Yeah, my front delts need a bit of work. Actually, they don't. No, they do. I don't know. My shoulders need to get bigger, and my chest needs to get bigger. Yeah, my forearms are pretty decent compared to what they used to be. They've blown up in the last, like, I don't know, 3 months, just because I started hitting them. I never actually used to hit them, but yeah, I'm hitting them directly now, which is nice. I think that's all for today's video. So hit me up if you want coaching completely for free. I want to build a portfolio essentially. So let me know. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.